my name's Monica. Have you been enjoying the series from the Book of Psalms called Sing a New Song? I know I have. This week is all about God giving us hope when things are pretty tricky. I've been a friend of Jesus for a very long time now, and I can tell you there have been lots of times when situations in my life have been looking far from lovely. But Jesus has been by my side all the time, even when I was too worried to notice him there, and he's always helped me out. When I think of that, it reminds me, no matter how bad things look or are, there is always hope in Jesus for a change for the better. It may not be you that needs help, it may be someone in your family or a friend. In the story this week, Jairus asked Jesus to heal his daughter who was very sick, didn't he? Well, I have a story like that. I think the most amazing true story I can tell you is about my husband Ian. 6 years ago, Ian was taken very, very ill. I rushed him to the hospital one morning because he was getting worse and worse. He was so ill that in 3 days he couldn't see, he couldn't talk properly, and he couldn't move. Not at all. Not even turn his head. He just lay on the bed in the hospital, all propped up with pillows. None of the doctors knew what was happening, and they were all rushing around trying to find out what was wrong and keep him alive. That time was looking pretty hopeless to everybody around us. Ian was helpless, and I couldn't do anything to help him. Our memory verse this week is Psalm 145, verse 14. He lifts up all those who feel helpless. So we turned to Jesus and asked him for his help. And you know, for the whole 6 months, yes, half a year from winter to summer, whilst Ian was in hospital, we both felt so very peaceful and full of hope that Ian would get better, even though the doctors didn't think so. We both felt very safe with Jesus. Now, it didn't happen all at once, but slowly, step by step, Ian started to get better. After a few days, he could see again. After a few weeks, he could start to move his head and his arms and his legs and begin to sit up with help. After a few months, he started to walk again. And now he's back to driving and helping me out around the house and making me cups of tea. His left hand still hasn't decided to behave itself yet, but we're full of hope that one day he'll be completely back to normal. Isn't that amazing? God gave us hope when the doctors had none. He made Ian better, even though the doctors didn't think he'd walk again. So, if you or someone you know is going through a difficult time, remember, you can ask Jesus to help you, and he will. When you feel helpless, remember, God lifts up those who feel helpless. Things may get better straight away, like they did for Jairus, or they may take some time, like they did for us. But through it all, you can know that Jesus is with you always, and he will lift you up. God bless you. Bye.